What's up, everybody? I'm Tim from Timber Ridge Gifts. So today we're going to step out of the candle shop and try our hand at soap making. Now, most of us that make candles have at least at some point had an interest in soap making. It's kind of a similar skill set, and if for no other reason than most of the candle supply shops also sell soaping supplies. So it's something that we've looked at, maybe wanted to try our hand at, but it can seem a little daunting. To really dig into it, you got your hot process soap, your cold process soap. You've got your lye calculators you got to figure out. You've got your saponification calculators you got to figure out. And a good bit of extra equipment that you're going to need. So it can seem a little daunting. Most of us don't actually go that route. But if you ever wanted to try your hand at it, a good place to start is going to be a good beginner melt and pour kit. Lucky for us, the folks at CandleScience have put together this amazing melt and pour kit. It's going to have everything we need in it. So let's go ahead and break it open to see what we've got. So right on top is a very detailed instruction card. We're definitely going to be using that. We've got our goat's milk melt and pour base soap, soap molds, a silicone spatula for mixing, a funnel pitcher for mixing and pouring, and a nice little packet with 2 different color candle dyes, 2 different body safe soap fragrances, and an empty bottle to put our rubbing alcohol in, which we're going to see later on. So now that we got that unboxed, all we're going to need is just a knife, a cutting board, and our microwave. So let's go ahead and get this started. Okay, so the first thing we've done is fill a little spray bottle with rubbing alcohol. We've used that to clean up our equipment. We're going to use this again later to help reduce bubbles. Next, we're going to go ahead and take our base soap out of the mold and cut it up. Okay. Now we're just going to initially cut this in half. We're going to go and put half away. We're going to use that later. Now we're just going to take this half, we're just going to cut it up into small cubes. Alright, this is going to be melted in the microwave, so we're going to want to cut it in smaller pieces so it melts better. 1-inch cubes should do the trick. So we're going to go ahead and put this in our pouring pitcher. Go ahead and cover it with a little bit of plastic wrap. Alright, now this is going to go in the microwave for 1 minute on high. And we're going to pull it out, stir it, keep reheating it until it's completely melted. Okay, that's done. Let's go ahead and pull it out and stir it. Stick that in for another 30 seconds. We just want to be careful not to overheat it and scorch it. So we're just going to do it in nice 30-second intervals. Once it gets to just a few tiny chunks left, we'll know it's good. We can go ahead and stir that together, get it all nice and liquidy, and we'll be ready to move on to the next step. 30 more seconds, should be the last time. Alright, so we're all set. Everybody's microwave is going to be a little bit different. In mine, it took about 2 minutes and 15 seconds. We're completely melted and ready to move on to the next step. Let's zoom in and check it out. Okay, so our base soap is completely melted. We're going to stir it up real good, make sure there's no chunks left in it. Now we're going to go ahead and add our soap dye and our fragrance oil. This one came with an ocean blue liquid dye and a pistachio liquid dye. That'll go well with the Himalayan bamboo and the Caribbean teak wood. So I think for this one we're going to use the pistachio dye and the teak wood. You can use 3 drops for a light shade, up to 10 for a dark shade. I want mine dark, so we're going to add 10 drops. We're going to stir that up real good. Now we're going to go ahead and add our fragrance oil. Now, one of the things you have to consider when you're making soap is the actual fragrance load. Some fragrance oils can be harmful in higher doses if you're using them in bath and body products. Luckily for us, CandleScience has done all the math for us, so we know that a half an ounce of this Caribbean teak wood is going to be just the right amount for this amount of base soap. We're going to go ahead and pour that in there. Stir it up really well. All right, now we're ready to pour. Looks like that's going to give us just enough for 4 bars of soap. It may not show in the video, but there's quite a bit of bubbles on top from where we mixed it. That's where our rubbing alcohol is going to come in. Just a quick spritz on the top of that, that'll pop all those bubbles. The rubbing alcohol will evaporate, and we'll have perfectly smooth bars of soap. I wish the video showed it a little bit better, but those bubbles just completely disappeared. Each bar of soap was just smooth as a sheet of glass. So now we're just going to wait for this to cool. Okay, so after about a half an hour, once a nice film is formed on the top of the soap, we're going to go ahead and cover it with plastic wrap, just to keep any debris or anything from falling in our soap. We're going to let this harden overnight. Tomorrow we'll unmold it and we'll have 4 perfect bars of soap. Alright, so here we are the next day. Our soap is set up. It smells absolutely amazing. Let's go ahead and unmold it and see what we came up with. Go ahead and zoom in so you can see. Nice perfect bar of soap. These smell great. I can't wait to use them. Alright, now these are ready to wrap and be used to sell or to give as gifts. Definitely something to consider if you're thinking about expanding your product line or just getting into soap making in general. If you do make candles, these can make a great companion gift. Maybe something you can put together in a box set. It's a great way to begin your soap making journey. And it can just be a fun project to do at home on the weekend with your kids. Either way, I would start with a good soap making kit. The one from CandleScience is amazing. I'm going to leave a link to their website in the video description. So make sure you head to their website, pick up your own melt and pour soap making kit. Tell them Tim sent you. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. I made soap.